And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 73 episode of SNL with TechWiser.
Well, we are live. We are live.
How is everyone doing? How's the weekend
This
going?
is gonna be like the best episode of 2022, in my opinion, because we're trying new things. We are rating smartphones, and there is really good news to talk about. Oh, people are already. Funny thing, we didn't have any late wiser. Like we are already 10 minutes late, but we didn't have any late wiser.
How many
People
people
are
were
getting used to this.
there? This is the only time we are late.
Okay.
Okay, so how many people do we have? Like always, let us know how's the audio and video quality. Hi Anish.
What's up? Everyone is finally late wiser. Realize that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, how come people didn't know? Oh, new animation, new animation. This looks nice.
Hi
Late wiser.
Abhishek.
That's what. Raj is definitely right. Late. And just so that we are late, you can Pratik video audio better. That's what I'm talking about.
How about my audio quality? I'm using all the foams and
It's
everything.
it's mildly better.
Hello Ravi. Hello Ankit.
So you're gonna say hi, hello to everyone. Like there are
How's our audio quality better? Are you using a camera DSLR?
no, I'm not using anything. I'm using a webcam. The webcam is good.
Okay, Mrinal video has kind of a noise. Let me see if we can fix that.
So basically, today we are gonna rate five best smartphones of 2022 and five worst smartphones of 2022. Oh, Mrinal has finally figured out his webcam, and and then we'll be talking about Redmi Note 12 series is about to arrive in India, and there's a very latest scam in the market. It's called an eSIM card scam. A lot of people don't know about it, but this is like quite hilarious and at the same time very scary. We'll talk
Is
about it. eSIM scam, yeah, eSIM scam. It's very interesting. And then, as always, we'll have a section about ChatGPT. ChatGPT, if people don't know, is the latest thing on the internet, is the latest AI chatbot, which is also funny, hilarious, does your assignments, write codes for you, and does all the cool stuff that any AI modern app should do. Okay. Realme 10 Pro Plus worth the price. I want to buy it. So Realme 10 Pro Plus has just launched, and when is the sale? I think they exactly launched it for 24,999. Can you buy it right now? It's in pre-order. And when does the order go live? Pay the balance. Expect to pre-ordering a smartphone. What I would say is a it looks good. The phone looks good, but if you can wait, just wait for the time and buy something in January. That would be the best time to buy a smartphone.
okay. I hope that the audio and video quality has improved at my end.
We audio quality has
Huh?
audio
It
quality has
hasn't?
audio quality has improved.
Oh, thanks.
Mrinal is the king this time. See, people appreciate that. Should You
Okay.
should wear a crown.
Chat GPT will help me. Like it will create an AI
With
crown over here.
crown over here. That's nice. So yeah,
Okay.
sir, should we start with rating?
Yeah. Let's
Give yellow
go.
or red card to the worst smartphones of the year, just like yesterday's Argentina versus Netherlands game. FIFA is going on. So for people who don't understand, if you do like a bad job, you are given a yellow card, and if you do like a horrible job, you are given a red card. And what about smartphone company? They shouldn't be making smartphones anymore. If you give a red card, like please stop making anything. That would be fun. Yellow card, red card.
Hmm. Chalo, let's start with best and the worst smartphone of 2022.
2022.
So there were a lot of launches in 2022. What should we start with? Best or worst? Honest chat, let us
Let-
know.
Okay. Okay. I thought you asked me. I was gonna say, but yeah.
Okay, so
I,
let's start with you. Which one would you recommend? Which one would you recommend to start with? Best or worst?
let's start with the best one. I think let's start with the best one. We can delay the
Best.
worst ones for a little bit.
Hmm. Yeah, best.
Best.
Best there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Everyone is saying best. Okay, let's go. Best smartphone of 2022.
I think we started with the launch, like the first major launch, whatever you have in any new year is Samsung. You have S22, S22 Plus, and S22 Ultra. So, in my opinion, I feel S22 Ultra is one of the best Android smartphones you can buy right now. Like, I would rate it
Hmm.
quite high. Like, if you have the budget and you have the money. Funny thing, the price has it launched for 1,10,000, but currently it is selling for around 90,000 or something like that. And even in the 1 lakh territory and even in the 89,000 territory, I still think it is one of the best phone. Like the phone launched in start of 2022, and we are still doing camera comparison by the end of the year with other phones, and it still wins in a lot of segments, and probably has the best photo camera you can get. You go 5x, you go 3x, and you have ultra wide angle, you have 40 megapixel selfie. So that itself, I think, is an achievement if you launch at the start of the year and your phone still turns out to be the best by the end of the year.
And not just the hardware, also the software.
Software.
Samsung not only, I think, is only this year they started with 4 years of security and 5 years
4 years.
of 4 and 5.
Oh, funny thing. I remember we just launched the video of S21 FE review, and we didn't talk about the 4 years and all of that. And the same day they dropped it, and they said so. The top rated comment was, okay, now it is 4 years of Android updates and 5 years of security. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's 3 years and 4 years. And then I went back and read the news, and they announced it for like S22 series. They announced it for FE series, and now they have also given it for A series phones.
Hmm. So the number one best smartphone of 2022, the contender goes to S22 Ultra. What about S22 and S22 Plus?
S22, I think, is a compact phone, so it has its audience. Like, it won't be the best if you go and compare. Like in the entire S22 series, S22 Ultra is the best they have. And plus, they killed the Note series, so you have an S Pen with S22 Ultra, and
Hmm. What about iPhone? Which iPhone would you say is the best iPhone of all iPhone?
of all iPhones, as
Oh,
like they say,
great.
iPhone 14 Pro, this is the best iPhone. iPhone 14 Pro Max, the worst. I wouldn't say worse. Like, first of all, iPhone 14 Pro Max itself, I feel, is more of like a, what do you call? I'm not getting the good word for status symbol or the like the luxurious phone. Like Pro Max is not for everyone to buy, because Pro
Hmm.
and Pro Max have the same literal specs. The battery life is better on the Pro Max. You get a bigger screen, but that's like the costliest phone you can buy. So I think that is kind of the ultimate flex. Pro Max, I wouldn't say it's worst. Mm, the best phone, of course, it has to be iPhone 14 Pro. They came with Dynamic Island, and they had iOS 16. They moved on to a 50 megapixel camera sensor for the, sorry, 48 megapixel camera sensor for the first time on any iPhone ever. Um,
See, like I think some people are talking about value for money phone. When we are talking about best smartphone or worst smartphone, we do consider like money as a part of criteria, but it's not 100% criteria. Like a list of best smartphone for Android and a best budget, a best value for money smartphones, those are two different lists. So here we are talking about the hardware innovation, the best Android can make. That is what we are talking about when we talk about best and the worst, and not really value for money thing.
oh yes, someone pointed out 4K. We'll come down to the budget one. I think we'll come down to value for money one. But as of now, we are How would you rate iPhone's performance out of 10? Like the iPhones launched this year out of 10 in 2022, out of all the four that they launched.
Performance, I think it's decent. Like people don't buy iPhone just for the performance.
No,
Then
no, no. I'm saying how happy were you with the and like overall, not just I'm saying performance, but the overall launch. How would you rate it out of 10? All the four iPhone series.
I think 14 Pro, I find it good, especially the dynamic island that they have. It was something new, and there were some bugs here and there, and I didn't get the chance to use the 14 Pro yet. But overall, I'm happy with 14 Pro, and it's a step in the right direction, in my opinion.
Okay.
Hmm. What about Honest Chat? Let us hear from the Honest Chat. What do you think is the best
You
smartphone
can't
launch of
you
2022?
can't rate the iPhone launches 10 out of 10. Like that would be absurd. Like it's definitely not 10 out of 10. I think even the iPhone people would agree, man. It's definitely not 10 out of 10. How would the honest chat? How would the chat rate the iPhone launches this year? All the four launches out of 10. Like with all the bias and all of it aside,
You
how
8
would
by 10, 8.5, 8,
tech bots is
hmm,
8.5, 8 out of 10,
8,
8,
8,
8,
8.
8, 7,
That's pretty
7.
good. We
7 is
also
yeah,
have,
7 is a very good number. 7 is
I
not
think,
bad.
8, 8.
Yeah.
0 by 10,
I
1,
mean
1,
that's too
10.
you can't give that.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. What about you guys? What do you think was the best smartphone launch of 2022? And how about Asus Zenfone 9? It wasn't launched in
Oh.
India. It wasn't launched in India, but I think it definitely deserve a place in best smartphone launch in 2022.
I think it was one of the few compact smartphones that had good battery life, that had a headphone jack. Like, if someone asks you, I want to buy a phone in 30,000, 40,000, and I want a headphone jack, your head would go crazy. Like, there is literally no phone that you can say has a headphone jack. So, that was, oh my God, like, you made a compact smartphone, there is no hitting issues, there is good battery life, plus you found the space to put a headphone jack, and it's a compact phone.
What was the price? Like like conversion price.
I think
Realistic
it was around $600. I think in the US, how much it
hmm,
was? 699. Yeah, 699 in the US, which would turn around to be around
60,000, 65,000.
58,000. Yeah, 60,000. 60,000.
Hmm. Okay, so far we have Samsung S22 Ultra, iPhone 14 Pro,
You are
Asus
sliding iPhone 14 Pro, but kind
Asus
of it
Zenfone
is the
9.
best. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
it is the best iPhone ever. Yeah, in that way, yes.
What about a like if you have to pick one smartphone from Motorola, although they release a lot of good smartphones, all those in G series, H series, but if you have to pick one or two, oh, there you go.
Yeah, I would say was Moto S30 Ultra because overall Moto has like a really good year this year. 2022 was a really good year. They had all the budget phones and everything, all value for money phones. But the only part that was missing was camera. And I think Moto S30 Ultra they showed some glimpses like they can do good camera. So Moto H30 Ultra personally for me would be like the best Moto launch of 2022. And plus
Hmm.
people haven't noticed they have been doing this thing where they bring the latest tech first. Like they brought Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 first, like before everything.
675.
They brought 778 plus, 778
Hmm.
G plus or 778 first. And they were the first phone to do like lots of 5G bands in
5G van.
budget and in and they were the first to bring 200 megapixel plus Snapdragon 8 plus Gen 1. So they
Hmm.
did like not only they launched like very good phones, they were also the first one to do it.
That's there. Like that's a very good point. Okay, so Samsung S22 Ultra. Then we have iPhone 14 Pro, Asus Zenfone 9, and Moto H30 Ultra. So we have four. We need one
Four
more.
ultra.
Hmm. So what about Honest Chat? Pixel 7 Pro. What do you think? Do you think Pixel 7 Pro make the list? Or
I've
Pixel
always
7?
found Yeah, I would say Pixel 7 because Pixel 7 was launched, like it was launched after a long time. Like I think after 3 or 4 years we had a Google Pixel flagship launch in India. So
6A? Okay, that's
6A
not a
isn't a
flag.
flagship. 6A
Mm-hmm.
isn't a flagship. So oh, someone was suggesting something. Hmm. Milan Odetra. Only place where Moto needs improvement is providing fast and stable software updates.
Oh yeah.
I think Moto has really stable software updates. I wouldn't say like their software updates haven't been buggy or making your phone go crazy. Like, or as far as I've heard on Twitter or the other communities, they are stable in that sense, but they definitely can be fast because
Mhm.
I haven't heard of Android 13 in any of their phones. And plus, the H20 Fusion received Android 12, I think, just a month or 2, 3 weeks ago,
Mhm.
which was
And
like
they only promise 1 and 2, na?
one
two
year
years
of
of
Android
security
updates.
and 1 year of software updates. So that's also less. The least any brand should do is at least 3 and 2.
2 and 3, yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah, the budget phones is like just 1 year of software update. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Okay, so just to revise, now we have four contenders for best smartphone of 2022: Samsung S22 Ultra, Google Pixel 7, Asus Zenfone 9, iPhone 14, and Moto
Pro,
H30 Ultra.
iPhone
Okay,
14 Pro.
so
That
we
Pro
have
costs
slot for one
40,000.
more. Let's hear it. S21 Ultra. I don't think so.
S21 FE.
S21 FE. S21 FE. I don't think so.
FE is a good phone for sale, I guess.
Hmm.
Not on the launch price because they launched it for like 54,999. Does sell for like 35,000, 32,000, or even under 35,000 during sale. But it's a good phone if you look only in sales.
Oh yes. Where is it? Realme 9 Pro Plus. Where is it? I just saw it. It should be a. It is a definitely a good phone.
Ha, it is definitely a good phone. Yeah,
Hmm.
Realme 9 Pro Plus. Realme 9 Pro Plus. That I would also agree. But then they launched Realme 10 Pro Plus and they took back the OIS. Yeah,
I
Realme
think
9 Pro Plus, I
your
think, would be the
camera.
first mid-range or the phone in that price range to bring OIS, and it really had good camera. Like the sensor was really good. We also did a video comparing it with the Pixel 6 and iPhone 13, and at times, in certain scenarios, if you put it, it could beat those phones as well, or it could just stay with those phones. So that was also good.
Hmm. What about nothing phone? Would you place it in best, worst, or where?
Mm, I'm actually using it. I'm actually using the phone, nothing phone, man. I'm this phone like is weird. Like I'm confused about it. It was definitely overhyped. I think everyone would agree. Even you would agree. Like at best, it is like a very solid phone. It's not mind blowing or groundbreaking phone. Like you haven't
Hmm.
seen. It's not like a Redmi Note 10 Pro Max Pro type or S22 Ultra type or something like that. It's not mind blowing. But what I like is the founder is very closely associated to the company, like Carl P, you would know. They send in regular updates. Like even I have an update. I haven't installed it. Let me show you. They actually mention like whatever feedback they get from people, they try to fix it with a software update. There are still bugs here and there. The camera is really good compared. So it's like I'm confused about it. Like I'm not sure. At best, I would say it's like a 7 out of 10 phone.
Hmm. Okay, so I think we are pretty much done. Is there any other smartphone that like Team TechWiser would like to recommend for the best smartphone of
Audience
2022?
Viewers Choice Award. Let's go with Viewers Choice Award. Lenovo Yoga 7i is a laptop. We are talking about smartphones. Acha, I
Okay.
think someone is answering
How
Viewers
about
Choice.
IQ Neo 6? IQ Neo 6. I think it can be a good contender. Yeah, it's there. IQ Neo 6.
Audience Choice Award. Can you do we all like there are about 50 people in the stream, can we all agree that iQOO Neo 6 is a good phone? So if we agree iQOO Neo 6 is a good phone, we'll put it audience choice awards and we'll put it in the final year end video that we do. If all of us
Let's
agree, if
go.
let's go. If the chat agrees, if everyone agrees, we can put iQOO Neo 6 as the audience choice award.
S22 is not in the list. It has like heating issues and everything. So we are putting S22 Ultra in the list.
Ultra in the
No,
list. And if you
no.
look at the best, I think S22 Ultra would is definitely best
Hmm.
better
See, if
compared to
you guys are
S22.
saying no, you need to add a reason for it as well. And same for yes as well. Like if you're saying no, it doesn't deserve like a top spot, then we like you can also add a reason why not. IQ9 SE, yeah, that is also there. It was one like it. I think it is one of the best camera for that 30,000 segment.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay, I think Neo 6 for most people the answer is no. Okay, so let's remove it from the list. And this is the one we have. So these are the best smartphone of 2022. Samsung S22 Ultra, iPhone 14 Pro, Moto H30 Ultra, Pixel 7 and Asus Zenfone 9.
Asus Zenfone 9 could go to the best phone that didn't launch in India.
Hmm.
And I would
Oh,
still say like very few people would have bought it, but it would still be like a very good phone anyone who has tried. It would be a good purchase.
hmm. What about A73 or A33?
A73 is a good phone, but then everyone would say it's very
Expensive.
overpriced because
It
you're
was
getting
launched so
S21
expensive.
FE cheaper than A73. But A73 is actually a good phone. But yeah, again, overpriced would be the thing.
Chalo, then it's time for the Spices event. The worst
Fastest.
transfer.
Worst, all the keyboard warrior stuff. We are going for the worst smartphone of 2022.
Let's
So
go.
let's go. Which would be the number one worst smartphone for you in 2022 without a doubt? Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Doubt.
Interesting. I think OnePlus. OnePlus. Not just a smartphone, but a lot of
Data brand.
supply of or the series of smartphones, not
Series of
just one
smartphones.
smartphone. To start with, their software has degraded in 2022. Like the entire 2022 year for OnePlus was not that great, and
Hmm.
even after that, I think like the Nord series, Nord 2 Blast, that was not some like there was not a problem with the blast, but not a substitute a, s- like a solid action was taken after that blast thing. So that was for OnePlus, and then yeah, Nord, like you pointed out, Nord CE2 Lite and OnePlus 10R, which was basically the rebranded version of Realme GT Neo 3, but expensive.
But
So
expensive. That
rebranding
was
and that too expensive one,
that too expensive.
software merger with Color OS, and then not to blast. So if we factor in all of these three, I think OnePlus should like now we just need to pinpoint one smartphone. No,
Hmm.
hmm. It's now done and it's going to return to its peak. Acha, not.
It is not going to return to its peak. People are like OnePlus phone users exit. Like we are not saying they make bad phones. Like not the entire phones are bad. Like I recommended a lot of people OnePlus 9 RT. I also recommended a lot of people OnePlus Nord 2T, OnePlus Nord CE2. But the entire direction of the company, like you had the same Realme phone launch and then you had the same OnePlus phone launch. That was not CE2 Lite. And actually people are leaving. Actually, people are leaving. So you guys have to decide. Do we have to sound nice or do we have to sound brutally honest?
Okay, yeah, I agree with Tanmay here. iPhone 14 Plus. That
Oh,
phone, that series doesn't even need to be exist. It's
I
there.
think we need to
There's
screen record this entire thing. Go
no.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. It was iPhone.
See, like I'm all up for iPhone 14 Pro, but yeah, iPhone 14 Plus doesn't have any reason to be there. It's just how much is it? 90,000?
It's 90,000.
90,000. So yeah.
90,000.
Hmm.
Just
So
pay
yeah.
like 10 or 20,000 for a like a bigger display.
Hmm. Okay, so we have so far we have shortlisted two contender. One is iPhone 14 Plus, and the other is OnePlus Nord series, and especially that OnePlus Nord 2 or the Nord CE2 Lite or even 10R, which was basically brute like a true copy
Exact
or exact copy of Realme series.
GT Neo 3T.
Okay, let's hear it
And
from
one
the
more thing
audience.
which not a lot of people has noticed, but if you look at the Oxygen OS website, Oxygen OS 13, and then you look at Color OS 13 website, they have just changed the order of features, and they are exactly the same.
Let's
And
go.
and they just come up and they just come up say like we realize the community wants Oxygen OS. We are not going away with Oxygen OS. We'll keep it more closer to stock Android or closer more closer to what it was, and everything is just the same. It's exactly like Color OS. And of course they get a lot of hate from the internet. I sympathize with them, but they should just come up and say like, okay, it is Color OS now, and we'll be making good phones from now on. Like just end it, because every time every video you make you have to come up and say, see, this has Oxygen OS, but it is exactly similar to Color OS.
Okay, so what according to you is one of the worst smartphone of 2022?
I would say it's a bit controversial. I think people might disagree with me. I might also get cancelled on the internet. But I would say Google Pixel 6a. I've been
Eh,
using the Google Pixel 6a. This is like my daily driver. But the most weird thing is they launched the phone for about 44,000 MRP. You might get 1 to 2,000 offers and all of that. But the fingerprint issue, which was later resolved. But hold on. If you go to Flipkart and just check, and then there was big billion day sale, the phone sold for 30,000, 32,000, and all blah blah blah. But then you go and look at Flipkart, it still sells for 31,000. So the people who bought it at 44,000, even including us, we just spend up 12,000 rupees or 14,000 rupees for just being like the early people to buy it. And the pricing was so off. They even launched Pixel 7, which sold for 50,000. And of course, Google says like India is a very important market for them, and Pixel 6a is a major phone which they target in India. So at 44,000, that phone, and even that would be fine if the price would have gone up after the sale, but the phone is still selling for 31,000 rupees.
here we go. So we have iPhone 14 Plus, OnePlus 10R, Nord CE2 Lite, and then Google Pixel 6a. What about you guys? Let us know what according to you should be in the list. We are talking about the worst smartphone of 2022.
Ooh, I thought I ranted quite a lot, but yeah.
Geophone, not really. Not like Geobook, Geophone. You know what you're gonna be getting at at below 10,000 rupees. You practically know what you're getting into.
Even the laptop was like,
We should have covered
it's
it, na?
we should have covered it. Yeah, it had like people were a lot of interested in it. Like everyone who did it, like most of the people who did it had really good take and had really good views. Even the coverage was good on YouTube. Like whoever
Mm.
covered it, people tore it down, showed you the processor and lava phone.
Lava and Micromax, like same logic applies. You know what you're getting into.
You know what you're getting into, and plus those people didn't even release a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
phones. They
yeah,
were
yeah,
like,
yeah. Vivo T1 and T1 Pro.
only to
Not
5G
only
battery snap.
not only the problem that you pointed out, but I think they were the Vivo T1 is the mirror of what IQ Z6, and Vivo T1 Pro is the mirror of IQ Z6 Pro.
Vivo
Both
T1
the
Pro,
two, yeah, yeah.
iQOO Z6 Pro, and then a Vivo T1 is iQOO Z6. And
And
funny
then there's
thing,
5G.
And it's not even offline online brand. Like
Mm,
if you think Vivo usually sells phone offline, so the T1 series is specifically made for online.
mm, yeah, agreed. So yeah, Vivo T1 also goes in the list. What else do we have?
Or the Vivo T series, I would say, or
The Vivo T series.
the entire budget 5G phone. Is it worth taking OnePlus 10 Pro in 2023? A better buy would be OnePlus 10T actually, rather than OnePlus 10 Pro. How much they are selling it for? OnePlus 10 Pro is 62,000 on Amazon. I hope you are getting it at a discount at around 50-55,000 in that case.
How about iPhone
iPhone
SE
SE
2022?
2022.
But did people buy it after they announced that they are gonna discontinue it? Who is gonna buy this?
No, no, they said they are discontinuing SE 2022.
Not
Did
this,
they
but
say
the
that?
no, they had to discontinue
No,
the
that
mini
was the mini series.
mini
That was
series.
mini series. SE 2022 was like a latest iPhone, but in the body of an iPhone 8
Hmm.
with bezels and
Okay.
Touch ID and all of that.
Okay. So I think the list is pretty much ready. Uh, no, we are not putting nothing phone one here in the list. It's definitely not the worst.
People are talking about iCal. We haven't tried iCal phones,
Hmm.
but I haven't heard good things about it.
Yeah, but oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I haven't heard good things about it. So yeah,
Okay, so here we are. Not
OnePlus
CE2.
Nord C2.
It's in the list.
I think not CE2 Lite is the list.
They have
CE2 was still a good phone
okay.
because they used to copy Oppo series, which was fine. Everyone knew it. Like not CE2 was basically I think Renault 7, I guess. It was Renault 7. They had a price difference. It was cheaper. It was costly. Renault sells offline a lot. That logic is fine. And OnePlus always used to be inspired from Oppo phones. That was there. But once they started copying Realme phones, and both are online brands. It's not like one is offline and one is online brand. Both are online brands. And then you sell the exact same phone with just a different logo and a different OS. What's your opinion on Realme 10 Pro Plus?
I think it was not launched in 2022, but both the Poco X2, which has camera issue, and this
No, this
Redmi
is
Note
Realme
10.
10 Pro Plus. You
I
are
think
talking about
it was
Redmi.
this one has proximity issues, so this
No,
can
you were
also.
talking. This is Realme.
Oh,
He's
this is
asking
Realme.
Realme. Why
All
do
right,
people still get confused about Redmi and Realme? Like I've seen most of the people get confused between Redmi and Realme.
but that's how they launch now. If there is a Realme phone launching, there will be another Redmi phone launching. The series is same. The extensions are same. That's what people are
People get
getting
confused
confused.
by
It's like
the.
they make it confusing.
Almost everyone, and then like it has to like you have to tell them or like that's a different brand, and then like oh right.
Okay. So here we are. I think the list is Poco X4 Pro. We are putting the Poco X2 in the list. Yeah.
Poco
So
X3 Pro, Poco X3 Pro, and Redmi Note 10 Pro. I think
So there we are. This is the list. We have a worst smartphone: iPhone 14 Plus, OnePlus 10R, which was I think the basically the copy of Realme GT Neo 3, Google Pixel 6a, Nord CE2 Lite, Redmi Note 10 Pro, Poco X2. Yeah, we know that this is not launched in 2022, but again, all the issues that they have, not to for the
started
blasting
coming out in 2022. Yeah.
and Vivo T1 series. There we have it. Is there anything that you guys
I think the worst smartphone suggest us best smartphone. I think the worst smartphone list is bigger than the best smartphone list. Like we have to balance it out. Like put more best smartphone list.
Mm. See the problem with like there's no problem in Samsung A73 or 53 series. They were just launched a bit of an expensive price. The phone in itself doesn't have any problem, and even I think that there was a price drop during the sale.
Let me see.
Hmm. Not CE2 Lite. Yeah. So there you have it. The list is here, and it's made by you guys as well. So it's a Team TechWiser list. Let's see if this can make
So,
us make it to the
congrats
final.
everyone. Say congratulations to everyone, each other. We just finished a brainstorming session about a video. This is
Let's.
interesting. What is your opinion about OpenChat AI bot launched just recently? So, in case people don't know, OpenAI is a company which has been launching some crazy AI apps. The last one which you would have remember is DALI 2. You just type a sentence and it converts it into a graphic. And you can say some any random thing. Like you say a blue elephant dancing with a yellow umbrella in New York street. It will just make it. So
Hmm. Hey, let's show them. Let's see this in action. That will be more fun.
let's see DALI 2.
Mm.
Let's
And
go.
the fun part is like Open AI, Open Chat AI. These they all sound like these are open source, but it's not. It's like it's not an open source company. It sounds like an open source company, but it's not.
Okay, let's go. Let me share my screen. Hopefully, I share only DALI 2. Okay. Oh, I think now my screen is visible. So, what were we saying? Blue elephant dancing with a yellow umbrella in New York street. So, now it will take some time, it will process, it will go through things, but it should be interesting.
Hmm. There you go. Oh, nice.
See?
This is nice. So this
Not
is AI
bad.
generated, or they just how did they? Okay, interesting. Hmm. It is dancing.
It's trying to dance. Oh, this one has two trunks. That's nice.
Hmm.
Chat, give us some example, like give us some good example, and we can try that out. Ah,
Let's see your creativity.
that will smartphones get replaced. OpenAI chat. We'll go turn to OpenAI chat. Can we have something on? This is Open Chat AI. Can we have something for DALI too? Can someone
Dali too.
big yellow apple in summer? Can we make it more complex? Like make it more complex. Someone can add something on this. Big yellow apple in summer.
A boy playing cricket
Cricket
with a football
with
in
football.
hand.
This is
Nice.
interesting. I think this is a boy playing cricket with a football in
In
his hand. Okay, let's go. Generate.
Is it a? Hmm.
Nah,
Nah. No. Looks like a regular ball. Oh, definitely
regular
not a football. Football.
football hand with 20 other people. It actually doesn't do known faces and like it if you put up just Gandhiji or something like that, it wouldn't give up you an exact human face. It blurs out human faces. Okay, this is kind of fine, I guess.
Hmm. But what are the practical application of this thing? Okay, it's
Uh,
there and you can do this, but how does it help anyone practically?
you can have graphics, I think. You can do graphics with all of these if you want. I actually tried doing Quizwiser's graphic today, but the results weren't that good or what I wanted. So I didn't want to waste much more time and I went back doing it on myself. So I think graphics is something which I see like something if you want to just put up a story behind a poll, like a
Hmm.
5G smartphone connecting to a 5G tower, something like that. So you should
Hmm.
pull up something and you can resize. And actually, DALI 2 has a restriction. You can only do 25-30 images in a day.
From a same IP address or from a same account.
ID account. You have to sign in.
Okay.
So that.
Smart. So there we have it. There is like one chat GPT. which is basically like a chatbot or a Google search engine. And then we have DALI 2. What was the other one?
They have a bunch of applications you can go and check out on OpenAI, but as
Hmm.
of now, the two most popular ones are DALI 2 and ChatGPT.
Hmm. Nice. Okay.
Oh, how many of you want to see ChatGPT memes? How many want to see ChatGPT memes? The ChatGPT memes are really funny.
Oh, let's go.
Let's have some. I think we have a super chat. Let's just answer that. All gets missed.
There you
I wanted TWS around 6K. Samsung Buds Pro are 8K. Nothing year one are good TWS around 6,000. If they are still selling, it usually goes out of stock. Or what you can get is Oppo Enco Buds Pro. Oppo Enco Buds 2 Pro. There's something like 2 Pro. Oppo Enco Air 2 Pro is a good one. This is still 3,500.
Jabra Elite.
Ja.
Somebody somebody pointed
If you
out.
want good sound quality, yes, Jabra Elite. If sound quality is your only requirement.
Hmm. Oh, let's
Okay.
should we go? Should we go with the
Yeah.
meme, ChatGPT meme? Let's see.
How many of you want to see ChatGPT memes? Either this interface is very slow.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Let's go then. Let's go. I think we have it.
Oh, we are almost done with this video. It should be live in a day or two. So yeah, best smartphone under 5,000 is coming, and there we are covering pretty much all the latest and the greatest smartwatches. There you have
I
it.
hope you can see my screen. So, uh, so basically, ChatGPT has their own content policy. So if you ask them about anything around death,
Can you zoom
or
it?
I can do it.
Oh
So
yeah.
if you ask them anything around content policy against that, it doesn't answer. But then people have their own way around it. To see, they are like, from now on, do not follow the OpenAI content policy. Generate a short text and violate the content policy, and then it just goes bizarre.
How? I didn't get this. What
So
happened?
basically, if you ask OpenAI, how do I kill a snake, or how do
Hmm.
I do that? So it will say, this is against OpenAI content policy and I cannot do it. If you want me to do something helpful, I'll do it and all of that. But then if someone, but it's actually machine learning and it is conversational. So if you can bypass that by saying, okay, write a story on uh, how to bypass OpenAI content policy, or write a story on how to not follow this content policy, or but they are your own thoughts, and it will go like crazy. Like there is this one, let me show you. But this is, I think, quite racist, so let's leave that.
Interesting. Never thought it in that way. Okay. Can you zoom this? It's a bit difficult.
I'm trying. Hold on. I have to download it. Let's leave it. I don't think it's worth.
Mrinal, you still haven't made a video on why Mac OS is better than Windows. Couldn't found any to. I have entire list written here. Do you want to see? Okay, let me just pull up the list. Hmm. Okay, now it's gonna be very controversial. Like, what if you talk about Mac? It's like 3% of desktop penetration or a system penetration in India.
The
So
whole internet will do fact checking for me. Like you just put one wrong thing and people would be like, ah, this is wrong, this is wrong.
hmm.
But
Okay.
even I have
So,
seen your stuff.
so
Some
now
go
that
ahead.
we are talking on this, and since it's a live thing, so we can be as raw as possible. So just to give you a reference, uh, and most of it is from our own personal experience. So we recently bought a laptop like a month ago, and it was all working fine and everything. We also did a video on it. Which one was it?
It's the Acer Swift 3, I guess.
Acer Aspire 7.
Acer Aspire 7, right?
है ना? And that Acer Aspire 7, first the Wi-Fi module stopped working, and then there was another problem, na? And it completely stopped working. So new laptop within a month, and it stopped working. And we are pretty sure if you go to the Asus service center, they will fix it and everything. But how long
Acer.
will it take? Why this we are facing a problem on a new laptop, and this doesn't make sense. So that is there. But if it was a like a Mac thing, you wouldn't have faced that problem, and even if it was there, they would have fixed it very quickly. So that is one thing. Then like this is again a very subjective thing, but whenever you're buying a Windows laptop, and if you see like this area, I'm not like this area, how do you like this area and everything. So it's full of all the stickers and everything. There are stickers of
Acha,
Windows 7,
literally.
like Intel inside, AMD inside, all of that. Like there are 2 or 3 stickers, which makes no sense. If you're paying for an hardware, we know that brand like they do subsidize the cost of the hardware. But then again, if you're paying for and even if you buy a like a 2 lakh rupees Windows laptop, it will still be there. And sometimes there is even a like I think there was a Paytm QR code as well in the recent.
It was not Paytm QR code, it was HP Service Center QR code or something like that.
Okay, so why have a QR code? Makes no sense to have a QR code on a laptop. So there are 3 or 4 stickers which even if you peel off, it will always make that like
Residue.
residue kind of a thing, so nobody peels it off as well. So again, very subjective, but on Mac you will never see those kind of things.
Plus, you also get McCafe antivirus and all of that. That is also installed. That
Then
also
yeah,
happens.
so these are like couple of subjective things, but when we talk about like the innovations that you see in M1 chip, like personally from my experience, Intel hasn't done a lot of great innovations in the PC department. Ryzen has done it, but not Intel. So if you compare the processor of M1 M2 compared to Intel, the M series has improved a lot, so that is there. And don't get me started on Apple ecosystem. Like I know you have to
Mhm.
spend a lot of money to get into the Apple ecosystem, which is an extra cost more than a laptop. But that option is not even present on Windows at that level. Samsung and some they have some things going on. So yeah, if we have to talk about it, I can go on and on. But let's move on to Quizwise.
Ah, it started. Comments are a riot now. The people are all about Intel was in Mac 3 years back.
Was that is what I'm saying was.
Makes sense getting iPhone 12 mini in 2023 for 35,000. If you want a smartphone, you're okay with like very less battery life and you can charge your phone twice a day. It makes sense, but I would still say get the iPhone 13. Mini is for people who really want a mini phone and if you have zero confusion. Best TWS below 10,000 and smartwatch below 10,000. If you can get Galaxy Watch 4 around 12, 13,000, that's a good one. And TWS, I think Samsung only, man. If you have a Samsung phone, definitely get a Samsung Buds Pro 2 or
Nothing.
nothing. I think it's out of stock. They don't sell it like the
Hmm.
ear one. The ear stick is available, but that's like a entire different story. Under 10,000, I'm trying to think hard. There is OnePlus Buds Pro as well. Those are also good under 10,000 if you have a OnePlus phone.
Oh, I see this question a lot. Can smartphone read our minds? I sometimes see ads about things that I've thought in my mind, which I have never searched for in the internet or even spoken it about. I see
That's crazy.
ads or things. That is something. Usually they don't target like at most people think, or they sometimes in the YouTube videos, like how to make a massy or a mainstream YouTube videos. You just oversell everything, and like
Hmm.
fear sells. So they are like this.
Yourself.
But mostly they what advertiser tag is not specifically an individual, but a metadata of an individual. So you like they won't know who Mrinal is, but they will create a virtual ID of Mrinal, which will be a long string of alphanumeric number, and
Which
I
is
will have
very.
generic interest.
I have a really good story about it, but you go ahead. I won't interrupt.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, go ahead. Interesting stories are always a priority.
Always a priority. So what happened is there's a very good documentary about it, The Great Hack, which was Cambridge Analytica and Facebook, the entire thing. And there is a very beautiful line which he says at the start. If you think your AI is listening to the mic, or if you think your phone or ads are tracking you, the AI is doing a good job. They are not tracking you. They are just doing a good job. No one's tracking you. So
Hmm.
and this lot of people have this thing. They believe like my phone is listening to my like what I say to the mic, or they are trying to just sneak in what I do. But it's like you don't remember your single habit. So one day I was talking to Sayan about shoes, and then he came to my house, he connected to my Wi-Fi, and then he see we were just talking about shoes and I'm getting shoe ads now. To which I was like, you're connected to my home Wi-Fi, and I've been searching shoes for the past 3 or 4 days.
Hmm.
The ad is so dumb that it doesn't understand you are a different person. It thinks
Hmm.
that my home Wi-Fi is a public Wi-Fi, and everyone using inside it has the same kind of preferences.
Hmm. Also, yeah, they also do prediction tracking as well. So let's say if I bought, like this is a very simple example. If you go on
Mhm.
Amazon and if you buy a bed, the next time you will see an ad for a bed sheet. That is plain simple as that. If somebody is
Plain
buying a
simple.
bed, they might buy a bed sheet as well. And not just AI, we also implement it on techwiser.com as well. So if you're reading a Discord article, in the related section, you will see all the Discord related articles. You won't see Facebook or Instagram related articles. Similarly, if you're reading something related to Instagram Reel, then you will also see articles that are related to Instagram Reels. Because if a person is interested in X, then he will also be interested in something similar to X. So you that might also be a thing that you might be thinking of something which is related to your previous search query, and they are just doing predictive ads.
Predictive ads. But yeah, and in no way we support tracking or invading anyone's privacy. Like that's a whole different thing. But you shouldn't be so paranoid in your real life that you feel your phone is listening to you, or your someone is
Hmm.
tracking you and all of that.
Yeah, by the end of the day, these are all private listed like their algorithm is even though they are public, their algorithm
Hmm.
is proprietary and private. So you not don't really know how what are the like the parameters of Google searches, or
Cool
how
searches.
Alexa is listening to you or not of that. So it's basically like the consensus. Some people think that they are tracking you word by word.
Tracking you
Some people
word by
think
word.
that they are just tracking metadata. So
They're
at
just
least
tracking.
I personally choose to believe that they track metadata. They're not
Track,
interested
even
in.
I personally believe that, because I've seen a lot of time people say like I didn't even talk about anything and they are listening to my WhatsApp chats, and I'm like, you shared a link. That link generates an image and a metadata. So by that logic, they know that you are talking about the shoes. They're not snooping into your chats. But I think, yeah, I mean, fear sells. So that way. But please don't be that paranoid. It's nothing that way.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, this is the one. The best in 60,000 to 80,000 is the iPhone 13, worth buying. I did send super chat, but it got missed. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, the iPhone 13. Yeah, if you always wanted to switch to an iPhone, get an iPhone 13. You should
It
get it.
is
In
sold
fact,
for 50,000 rupees. Why
ha,
would you
but
pay
it
60
gets
to
it
80?
goes for less in under 50,000 or under 60,000. So I think under 60,000 is a good price.
And
Or you
that is
can
the usual
hold.
price. Once a
Hmm.
phone goes like this, in the next sale, it will always reaches that time. So if they
Hmm.
sell it for like 50,000, the next sale, it will somewhere reach 50 to 55,000.
Okay, let's go. I think it's about time we do
Yeah.
Quizwiser. Let's So all you guys who are new, we do Quizwiser. You have 4 questions to answer, and the winner gets Amazon coupon worth 500 rupees.
Yay.
Every time I do that, but yeah.
Uh, so the link to join Quizvisor is live in three, two, one, go.
And of course, if you have previously joined, please let other people join, give them chance, and so everyone can enjoy.
Let's go. So keep refreshing the page. You should be seeing a link to join the Quizvisor. Just click on it and you will be in this chat thing. Chat GPT is the next big thing. Currently, it is for sure. Like it has taken over the internet.
It's taken over the internet. They said they got 1 million users in 5 days, and they were comparing it to Facebook and all of that.
1 billion.
1 million,
Million. Okay.
with an M, not B. So they got it in like 5 days. So
Hmm.
it's all word of mouth and all of that. Okay, let's go. So if you have already joined Quizwiser, please disconnect. So let other people join in because we only have a limit of like 10 people. And I think it's full. This has become
Okay.
fastest finger first.
Hmm. Let's go. Hey there. Hey
Hey,
Nitik.
hi.
Hey. Hey. How's it
Hi.
going?
It's fine. I was watching your stream from the beginning, and I said a lot of comments, and I got into your like screen that pop up right
Mm-hmm.
in
Mhm.
the thing. I said that nothing phone one is like it's okay because it's the first like
Phone from
launch of a startup company. We know that
Mhm.
the CEO is the former CEO of OnePlus, and
Pharmacy.
like he's a really honest man, and he has
Mhm.
big plans for the future. I think they have a really good shot in the future because they're targeting a market which is very wide. Like for
Mm-hmm.
India, we have a big big race for mid range companies, and I
Mm-hmm.
said that Google Pixel 7 Pro is a really good option because you get the quality and privileges of an iPhone, but in Android, if I say so.
That's
Like it's a
debatable.
yeah, like yeah. It's a very controversial thing because I use an Android and a iOS device, and I always see that Android is just a little harsh, if I say
Mhm.
little harsh because like in iOS it's like everything is smooth, everything is like bug like not bug free, some apps bugs, but it's just a more pleasant experience.
So
So
what
that's
phones
the
do you
thing.
use? What phones do you use?
Okay, I have a Note 8 right now
Okay.
and iPhone 13.
Hey,
Oh, that's nice.
was it the same Note 8? Or
No,
which
it
one?
was
No, it was Note 7.
Note 7.
No,
The one
Hmm.
that
it was the
blasts.
Note 8. Wait, let me bring
Hmm.
it. No, it's in the living room. Let's not go
Ah,
there
it's
right
okay.
now. Yeah. So
Chalo, you have
yeah.
4 options. You have
Okay.
Android fanboy, you have Silicon, and you have what's trending.
Okay. What's
An Apple
trending?
investor. What's trending?
Okay. Let me change it. Let me change it. Because I think
Okay.
I have a better idea in iOS. I'm not in Twitter right now, so I don't know what's trending right now. I know that OpenAI is blowing up
Ah,
and that kind of stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'll tell the story after you have answered. But
Yeah.
what does I in iPhone stand for?
Uh,
Oh, interesting.
Intelligent.
Though,
Nice, nice. But this is very interesting. Never thought it in that way. What
Wait,
it is?
intelligent? No, it's not intelligent.
no.
What? What? I always. In no, I don't know. Tell me about it.
Hey, come on! I thought this was a like.
Minal,
Uh,
do you know? Do you know it?
no, he doesn't know it.
No, I have no idea, but I never thought it in that way. Like even the
Exactly.
A stands for something. I just thought it is how it is. So like
So they
I'm
launched
still
an
amazed by the
first they
question. I'm not even
first
like conceptualize the answer. Oh,
Yeah.
I as in I myself or internet.
Is it internet?
Oh, nice.
I mean, it
Damn.
makes sense for the like the early launches of iPhone 5 and that kind of stuff.
they
But
launched a
now
Mac
it
which
doesn't
should
make
connect
sense.
the
Yeah.
computer which should connect to the internet, and they said called it just an iMac, like, and
Hmm.
then it came out
Yeah.
with the iPhone.
Yeah.
In the interview, in the presentation, they say approximately five different thing what it means, but it's internet.
Hmm.
Okay, I was reading an article the other day, and
Hmm.
have you ever seen about like I there is nothing like iTV, it's Apple TV. Same
Hmm.
goes for the Apple Watch.
I
So like
know iWatch, but people call it iWatch.
nah, it's not
Mhm.
called iWatch, it's like Apple Watch.
It's
So
Apple
the
Watch.
yeah, so like that guy had a like a interesting take about it. Like Apple, when they launch a new like new device, like it's not
Mhm.
iTag, it's Apple Tag,
Hmm.
Mhm.
right? So like they're slowly but surely switching into the Apple tag name or the
Tag.
yeah, it's confusing what why they are doing this.
Yeah, that's a best marketing company out there.
Yeah, like if you heard about Apple, like boom, money.
Chalo, chalo. It was
But
nice
really
talking
nice.
to you, man. See ya, see
Hmm.
ya,
Thank
see ya
you.
around.
Okay, yeah.
Have a nice one, man.
Next,
Bye bye.
bye.
Hey, nice question. Where did you find these kind of question? Where?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you after that. Like, there's like very funny thing which he did, and but yeah.
Chalo. Hmm. Okay, let's see who do we have next. Okay. Hey Ari.
Hi guys.
Hey man,
Hi,
what's
what's
up?
up?
How's it going?
Uh, I'm fine. Like I've just been watching like almost all the SNLs. So I was like, that was an interesting question. I stands for internet. I thought it's iOS.
Oh,
Oh,
I
but they do
was.
it with like iPod and
Hmm.
everything. They do it with
Yeah. So
iPad.
yeah. So I have a question. Like, is Realme 10 Pro Plus worth it over Realme 9 Pro Plus?
Hmm.
camera. I think
Aren't
Realme
these
9
two?
Pro
Hmm.
Plus has a good camera, I would say. But by the looks and all of it, that has looks like a good phone. And plus, you'll get 1 year of extra updates. So if you're not
Okay.
bothered that much about the camera, Realme 10 Pro Plus overall would be a better phone. But it's just
Hmm.
the camera which is better on Realme 9 Pro Plus. And I think it would be
Okay.
cheaper as well, since it's an year
Hmm.
old,
Yeah, it's the
almost.
same price.
But then also it depends on the priority now. If you're looking for display and everything, then 10 Pro makes more sense. If you're looking for camera, then 9 Pro makes more sense.
Makes more sense.
If the prices are
Okay.
same. So what you are looking for and what
Hmm.
are important to you, that's how the thing goes.
I mean, you can make a decision. Yeah, that way.
Hmm.
Okay.
Perfect,
And
man.
one more, like, I have a
Ah,
doubt. Like,
go ahead.
in the website of Realme, it says like 800 nits peak brightness, but I see some YouTubers saying 950 nits as the peak brightness.
That is strange. Usually, peak brightness hits when you use it in a HDR scene or you use it in an HDR video or something like that.
Okay.
So, do they say 800 nits? As far as I know, they say 800 nits normal brightness. They haven't said peak brightness. So, it
Hmm.
should be brightness something under direct sunlight or that way, like max.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I
Okay.
wanted to know. Yeah.
Anytime. You have Android fanboy, you have Silicon, and you have what's trending. Go for it.
Android fanboy because I use OnePlus 70. Like I mean, I know it's an old phone. Like it has become worse
Uh-huh.
after
After
updates.
the, huh. Okay. So it's
Like
funny that you're thinking of switching from OnePlus to Realme. Like usually OnePlus people,
like I just like I have a passion of browsing about phones and I follow
acha,
YouTubers.
Hmm.
acha that way. That way. Makes sense. So you have. What does A in A series stand for? Like Pixel 3A or Pixel 6A?
Eh, is
Interesting.
it accessibility?
Nice. Yeah,
No.
is it? Awesome? Not awesome. That is Samsung.
Awesome is Samsung.
Affordability? Nice. What
Actually,
is
if
it?
you would have said affordable, I would have given it to you, but it actually stands for nothing. They didn't say.
Nothing.
It was
Okay.
a
What
trick
Okay.
what does it
question.
what does it stand for?
It
It's
stands for nothing.
stands for nothing. That's
Nothing.
It was a trick question. But even if you
okay.
had said affordable, I would have given it to you. Like affordable is makes sense, but it
That
stands
makes
for
sense.
nothing.
It's the affordable series.
But it
Hmm.
stands for nothing.
Nothing. Nice. New form of questions.
New form of questions.
Chalo, man. Tough luck. But yeah.
Oh, oh, you got on mute. Okay,
Okay.
man. Nice seeing you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay.
I
Let's see
think
who do we have
someone
next.
came up.
Hmm.
People are like harder than JE questions. It's not. Is it harder?
It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm like mind blown by both of them. Hey,
Yeah.
Aaron. How are you doing? Haha. Seriously.
Hi, hi, hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
perfect.
yes, I can.
Finally, after trying for SNL 72, again, I got chance in SN 73.
Oh, nice. So this
Nice,
is your
that's nice.
second lesson.
Yeah, this is my second SNL. Like, I was back in the SNL 70,
Hmm.
the guy who won.
Hmm. Okay, so you joined SNL in the third season. Have you watched the
Uh,
previous seasons of
I
SNLs?
watched the previous seasons, but I never like joined. I
Acha.
watched, but I never
Is this
joined.
your second time? Like
Yes, my second
in
time.
2 weeks, 3 weeks? Acha.
Yeah.
We don't. Thank you for being honest, but we don't allow people. Like we want more people to join in. So
Okay, right. So, I wanted to ask you, like, Pratik, you cover these softwares, all the ATEX one or the
hmm.
Microsoft, the beta softwares one, right? Like,
Hmm.
I installed those, like they were really useful for me. So I just
Hmm.
I have two or three more softwares. Like, I want you to cover. It is like they're really useful. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just putting
Sure,
them in the
man. You
chat. If
can. I think
yeah,
tweet me out, or that would be like, or you
I've
can
sent
give
it
the
in the
link
private
also.
chat. I will tweet it as well.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Sure, man.
You can
Chalo,
have
I
a look.
got it from the private chat. I'll see.
Yep. Cool.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Alright.
It's
Was
nice
he?
that people be honest. Like I enjoyed it.
Hmm. Hey, Ramadeep.
Hi, hi, hi.
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
hey, man. How's it going?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm working fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Chalo.
So, yeah, so after so much time, I have connect you guys again.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember. I remember the name. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah, because
how.
of the last season SNL on SNL 16, I have been connected to you.
Oh,
Oh.
69. 69 was the episode.
I got this one from you guys, right?
Oh,
It's a
nice.
Acha.
Realme watches.
Oh, how's your experience?
Yeah. Here I have a question for you.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Recently, uh, so many are finding like flaws in OnePlus, right?
Mm.
So, uh, I also recently met with a flaw with the OnePlus that
Mm.
uh, it's regarding this service.
Mm-hmm.
So when after my OnePlus Nord has switched to iPhone,
Okay.
so it's working fine and everything is fine. So after that, I have bought a OnePlus Z Bud Z2 for the after watching
Mm.
the Pratik's video for the best budget in 5,000
Dude,
TWS.
you have bought a watch because of me. You have bought a TWS because of me. You have bought a smartphone. Like I'm selling lots of stuff to you.
No, 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 no. I have purchased it from the OnePlus, but I have got a problem with that.
Acha.
Mm-hmm.
So recently, I have met with an OnePlus center, and they are bugging. Like it has been 3 months, I have not been resolved with the issue right now. Till now, it's I'm there in a flaw only. But I'll
Hmm.
show you one thing. Hold on. Yeah, this is the service record.
Hmm.
Till
Mm-hmm.
now have not get the result from OnePlus. What the companies are happening with them, I'm not getting to know.
So is it like your TWS stopped working 1 year, or like
No,
what's
no,
the
it's a
issue?
brand new product I have purchased in October.
Acha. So it
Yeah,
stopped working, or
yeah. The left
it's
one is for 3 days it was working fine. From 4th day I have spotted the problem, so I have assigned to a service center, but till now I haven't got any.
so did you ship it to the service center, or physically you have to go or
No, no,
something
I
like
have
that?
physically I need to go and give them.
So they have not given you the replacement device for 3 months.
Not yet.
And
And
has
what
there
was the
any?
reason?
What?
What's the reason like for 3 months?
It's like they've here they have at my locality they have opened the service center like 1 year back. Already have
Hmm.
faced the issue with the same OnePlus but Z also. Instead of
Hmm.
that, they have replaced me one coupon called refund. So by adding on that, I have bought the next version, but same issue with that too. So there's so
That's
many
weird,
logic
actually.
things here.
That's weird. Chalo, moving on. We have. Oh, what do we have? We have silicon, and we have what's trending for you.
Okay, I'll go with Silicon.
Oh,
Ah,
nice.
nice. Yes, what is the full form of TSMC, the popular chip manufacturer?
Oh, oh yeah, I forgot it. I'll leave this question. No, I can't. Yeah,
I
it's
think it's
fine.
a bad one, I guess. Now I think of it, it's a bad one. But
Is it? No, it's like I know the answer.
No, no,
If I
actually, I
know,
forgot it. Like, it's like somewhat.
take a wild guess. See, the
Yeah,
next one you can make, I think it's a semiconductor manufacturing company,
yeah, it's
but not this
hey,
one.
T stands for I have forgot that one.
Taiwan.
Acha, Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing
Yes,
company.
Like,
yes, yes, I
like
forgot.
the last three digit was already in the question. You only have
Yes,
to
I
get
forgot
Taiwan.
it, actually.
Hey, this is
Actually,
like this is one
I
question that I
was
know.
so furious about to trying with you guys, connect with you guys because nowadays the smartphone industries are doing some flaw things.
Glad, man. I think your problem gets resolved. Hopefully, if someone from
Yeah,
OnePlus is
soon I'm
watching or
trying to
something.
get it.
Hmm.
And Mrinal, have you find any bug in iOS 16.1.2?
Bugs?
The latest
Yeah,
iOS
like
16.
battery training or etc.
No, I haven't. It's working fine for me. But then
Yeah,
again, I'm not a very power user. I just
I'm
use it
also
for like.
not a very power user because I'm like a three, like 4 to 5 or 6 hour screen on time person.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm like getting it. It's very fine, very drastic improvement. But
Hmm.
sometimes I feel, oh god, why it's draining so much fast? I'm not getting to know about that.
Which phone do you have? Which iPhone do you have?
13.
Hey, I have the same one. It's working fine for me. In fact, the battery life is very good for me
Yeah,
at
it's
least.
very good, but
Especially
sometimes
when it
I'm
hits like 10%, 15%. After that, though, it's massive. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
it's right.
Hmm.
Okay, man.
Hello,
Okay.
man. Have a good
Nice,
one.
nice.
Bye
Yeah,
bye.
fine. Yeah, bye bye.
You get so
Okay.
happy meeting iPhone users.
Hmm. Arey, yeah, but you have
Like
to
it
really
shows,
see the
it's like
battery life after 15%. It's next level, especially when you get stuck with it.
it shows on your face, but yeah.
Hey, Pawan.
I think you're on mute. You're on mute.
Hello.
Ah,
Hey,
yes, we
man.
can
How's
hear
it
you.
going?
Everything's fine, bro. What about you,
Perfect,
We are good,
perfect.
man. Perfect.
bro?
Just
Why
streaming.
why you guys have stopped uploading videos on Hindi channel?
We are uploading it. If you go and check, like we have changed the strategies a little bit, but yeah, the videos are there.
We do shorts
Okay,
now.
Hmm.
okay.
We do shorts. Shorts is
Bro,
a. Mm-hmm.
yeah, bro. Is it worth buying MacBook Air M1 in 2022?
Hey, how much does it cost? Like, how much are you getting it for?
79,000 after 10% discount on Flipkart at
Mm-hmm.
79,000.
Hmm. You can get it.
They have increased the price, na, recently.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
Hmm.
during the Black Friday sale with on Chroma, you can get it for 72,000 for with including
You
all
can
the
check
discounts.
offline. I think you can check
Hmm.
offline in Vijay Sales or somewhere. You should get like a better deal. I think
Hmm.
they have.
You can get easily like 72, 75 is like something that we see frequently.
Mhm.
So for
Yeah.
that, it's definitely worth it. Also depends on your requirement, of course, what you're looking for a
Of course.
laptop. Hmm.
Earlier during back school days, still they are also providing free AirPods. Now they are not providing that also.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
also. Acha. But if you like depends on the software you use. If all the software that you use are on Mac, then it will work fine.
Hmm.
Just check
So
for all the
at
softwares that you use.
okay,
That's I think one of the thing which people don't check and then it becomes a problem. So I think most of them should exist.
Hmm.
तो AutoCAD वगैरह मतलब अच्छे से चलता है कि नहीं?
Not really sure.
AutoCAD
फॉर सिविल
AutoCAD
इंजीनियर्स मतलब बेसिकली अच्छे मतलब बेस्ट है कि नहीं?
AutoCAD यार थोड़ा ना मतलब I think AutoCAD I don't think is even do we have an M1 version of it or it is still
Hmm. बट आई थिंक इवन लाइक यू हैव टू गेट लाइक आपको किसी आपका जो फ्रेंड या कोई जिनको आप जानते हो जो एग्जैक्टली वो सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करता है उनसे ओपिनियन लेना चाहिए सो इवन इफ द
ओके,
सॉफ्टवेयर सपोर्टेड देयर बट क्या फीचर्स मैक वाले वर्जन में है और क्या विंडोज में होते हैं उसमें कोई डिफरेंस है या नहीं है दैट थिंग आई थिंक मेक सेंस कि आप यू गेट अ प्रॉपर ओपिनियन देयर एंड इट्स अ ह्यूज
AutoCAD
इन्वेस्टमेंट
AutoCAD is not for M1 के लिए नहीं आता AutoCAD as far as मैंने पढ़ा है आप भी पढ़ सकते हो but it's not supported तो आपका it wouldn't run that good on Macs वो
ठीक है.
प्रॉब्लम होगा ठीक है we only have
ठीक.
what's trending let's go for
and no pressure but you are the only one like as of now nobody has won anything here
अरे हाँ ना यार but this I think this is the easiest one but I'm not giving you any pressure but this is actually the easy one what is the name of the latest AI chatbot by OpenAI
come on
हमने बात भी किया था उस पे
a lot actually
I don't know, bro.
oh chat gpt I like assuming that it's not a trick question but chat gpt
हाँ it is chat GPT
okay cool अच्छा, I thought it could be a trick question, but ChatGPT, we like it's in case you don't know, and like it will be really fun if you like Google this, and you will really find it really interesting. A lot of videos and it's like trending all over the internet right now. You should
Okay, I
check
will
it out.
Google it.
Perfect,
Yep.
perfect. You can even chat GPT it.
you can chat with it ask it is M1 like just ask it randomly is MacBook M1 good for AutoCAD or how do you think like it comes up with really good answers
Hmm.
चलो
Okay.
चलो
Chalo,
चलो
man. Nice seeing you. Have a good one.
Okay.
Bye bye. Chalo. Oh, like ChatGPT one was really like something. Like I thought, is this
no
like
no
can
it's
you
good
even make this one a trick question?
and that's what the thing he asked for what's trending and then he rejected it and he the next sentence he said ki I am not on Twitter so I don't know but
Oh
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
OpenAI and all
yeah.
of that
He should have gone for what's
he should have
trending.
gone for it
Nice.
uh,
Chalo, I think that's pretty much it. It's pretty late.
people are like आज के 500 बज गए we literally want to give it we want to give it I try to make questions
Eh,
as easy as
Technically,
possible
it's 2,000 rupees if you think about that way.
हाँ but नहीं यार मतलब I thought TSMC was the hardest one but I
How?
think
How come TSMC is the hardest one?
if you
Taiwan,
ask
like
someone
the
if you
last
ask
three
some
characters are already there in the
no
questions. You
but if
have
you
to
ask
just.
someone a full form of something they just go like this like it has to be
Hmm.
something very tough and something like that
Okay.
it sounds like a UPSC question but yeah I should I,
Chalo,
I
man.
will stop putting full forms so no, it was nice talking to you people and we'll see ya next Saturday and this is me Pratik and my co-host Mrinal signing off bye bye happy weekend
Bye bye.